Well, I started off in 93. So I experienced 7 years of a bull market that morphed into a mania. And the market today is not anywhere close. I think stocks PEs are still really cheap against both equity risk premia, meaning what you're paying for risk, and they're super cheap against bonds. I think there's a feeling that because stocks moved so much since March, they're topping. But we have to keep in mind, we went through the biggest stress test for stocks in 5 lifetimes, and they survived. I think that really argues PEs are going to expand pretty dramatically in the next couple of years.
I guess my real question or issue is, I remember the dot-com boom. I remember what happened kind of going up into the mortgage crisis. I remember the recoveries from both of them. None of them are like a pandemic where a market is, again, at record highs. How exactly then do investors navigate this, knowing full well that we're not even through the worst of COVID-19, but put markets at record highs?
Yeah. Well, I think the reason markets managed to get to here, which is record highs, is because 76% of the S&P is a growth index, which means it's not really that economically sensitive. And in fact, they benefited from stay at home because these are category killer dictionary home stocks like Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and their PEs expanded. But it's not like the things that got hit by the economy actually did well. That epicenter trade, which is 25% of the S&P, is flat on its back. It underperformed growth by 70% this year, 7,000 basis points. So I think, just those things going back to their old highs is 200 points in the S&P.
Tom, it's Kelly here. One of the things supporting that 7% call, as you outline, is that you talk about how the COVID-19 third wave could be slowing. Without delving into the science there right now, what happens if it reaccelerates? Is this call off the table?
Yeah. It would hurt. Wave 3 is a really huge wave across the country because, every state is being engulfed by COVID. So I don't think people should think that they aren't witnessing it in their own backyard. But the worst hit areas are 6 states that we use an acronym called WINSU, and Wisconsin, Illinois, and then also Texas look like they're rolling over. So that may be the part good news. Of course, the bad news is that it doesn't mean cases can't erupt in the East Coast, right? New York and Massachusetts, Connecticut have been kind of largely spared in this wave, but if it gets bad, then their wave 3 is going to grow. So we're somewhat optimistic that there's some signs it's rolling over in the states that got really hit early in wave 3, but it doesn't mean it's over.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.